Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
Hey everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the AFV factory. So this is going to be the final video regarding this E-100 as it's now finished. So we'll just take a quick look now at the start to finish process, and then I'll have a bit more of a chat about it.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation. I regard the work of motivation the most important work in the history of man. Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation. I regard the work of motivation the most important work in the history of man. Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that
So overall, I'm pretty pleased with how this this came out. I was slightly skeptical about the camouflage once I'd sprayed it on, whether it was quite what I had in mind or sort of, you know, what I'd envisaged. But as I looked at it more and more and started weathering it, it kind of grew on me, and the sort of the rough or the worn off winter camo has also come out well. I'm happy with how that looks, all sort of scuffed up and messy. So yeah, overall I'm pleased with how it looks. It was a nice kit to build, not very taxing. It only had a fairly low, or a pretty low body parts count, 290 pieces, so it went together very quickly. I used the kit tracks, the rubber band tracks, and I couldn't get them to glue together. They say they're gluable, but I tried a few different glues and that didn't work. So in the end I resorted to sewing them, which was fine. That worked perfectly, and I wasn't too bothered about how that looked regarding seeing where I'd sewn it, because I was doing these tracks so grimy and slimy. So yeah, it's nice to have this done. It's the last model. It would have been finished last year had I not become ill, but it's by the by, it's not a problem. So it was the last vehicle of last year's What If and Panzer 45 or Paper Panzer run that I was building. So I've got quite a collection now, and in a later video I'll just go over and show you exactly what I've built. I've got some work to do on the let's move this. Some work to do on the bench, just to tidy up, because everywhere now is pretty much full of models, mostly what I've built in the last 12 months. So I need to clear some space, really. I can't keep working on models and having no space to put anything down, so I will do that. I've got all the kits I'm going to be building for next year, which, well, not next year, this year, isn't it? Which is my themed Soviet Cold War armour. So I've got some nice kits there. I'm excited to be getting into those. So just to have a quick look round here. You can see it looks pretty dirty and greasy. I used pigments on here mixed in with some static grass to get that dirty look, and then I added I went over it with semi-gloss varnish. I used the Tamiya LP, but that was only because I had that to hand, to give it that kind of shiny colour, so, or tone, so it doesn't look like it's dried on there. It looks quite wet. Added a few leaves here and there just to make it look a bit different. The engine deck and that came out pretty well. I bashed up the screens a bit just to make it look like it's a bit more of wear and tear going on, and as you can see there, using the AK water effects to get some rain marks and rain runs on it. So I do like these Paper Panzers, these E-series models. I know some people don't like them so much because obviously they didn't really exist beyond being on a blueprint, but they're quite fun. You can just sort of, you can do what you want with them. You don't have to worry about markings or where it was, where it operated. You don't have to try and match paint properly or camouflage. So it just gives you a bit of scope and a bit of freedom, and you can just you can use that and have some fun with it, which is definitely what I've done over the last 12 months or so with these Paper Panzers. Yeah, it's a pretty scuffed up and bashed up, and just a dirty, grimy vehicle, which is my sort of favourite. That's how I like them, to be honest. So there, yeah, that is the end of 2022, and onwards into 2023. We're going to see, as I said, a big change, going over to Soviet Cold War armour, and got some nice kits, and some exciting kits to build. I'm looking forward to that a lot. So I'll leave that there for now, and we'll catch up soon. Cheers.